Hi everyone, this is Evan Pushak, and it's my first video blog. I think I'm gonna have to learn how to not look at myself in the picture so much. I'm just drawn to my face. I'm a writer, much like John Green of the Vlog Brothers. I am a Nerdfighter too. Unlike John Green, however, I'm not published. I did it again. I just looked at myself in the picture. I can't help it. So I moved my face down to the very, very corner of the screen. I promise I will try not to look at it one more time for the rest of this video. I know I've been told by people that I do that when I talk to them on Skype or any other kind of video chat. So I'm trying to figure out what I should do for my first vlog. I've been thinking about a lot of ideas. Figured a good idea might be to start with telling you a little bit about myself, a little bit about what I do, and the reason that I wanted to start a blog in the first place. Well, my name is Evan Pushak. That's Pooh, then Shaq. Yeah, my childhood was tough. Living in Los Angeles, like I said, I'm a writer. I write novels. I studied filmmaking in Boston for many, many years. Now, I don't do that anymore. There's a couple of reasons I'm not still in the filmmaking industry. I still love the art of filmmaking. A lot of my friends still do it, and I encourage them to be the best that they can at it, and I still love talking about it. It wasn't so much that I didn't like the business side of the industry. A lot of people say, oh, you gotta be a bitch for this many years, getting coffee and so on and so forth. You know, that's tough, but I didn't really mind that so much. What I minded was that filmmaking is an art form that is enmeshed in money, and you can't unmesh it. Is unmesh a word? I don't think so. What it means is this, is if you're really fast, you can maybe make 4 short films a year, and I'm talking about conception from the writing process onto the final edit. You can maybe do 4 a year. So if you're a filmmaker, you sort of know that when you have an idea for a project, it's like a vision inside of your head. It might be triggered by a song or a story or by something that you see, but it triggers in your head like a vision, like a dream. And then the process of filmmaking, from writing to casting to filming to editing, it's all sort of a process of the degradation of that first idea. Now, a lot of people like that. A lot of people would say that it's sort of the maturation of an idea that happens in your head to something that is definitely going to be different, but could well be better. Also, a lot of people like the idea of working together with a lot of people to make a project, you know, because cooperation is the thing that they get into it for. Now, I like cooperation, don't get me wrong. In my life, with my friends, with my family, with the people that I love, I am willing to cooperate with them on the act of living, on the process of living. I want you to help me, and I'm going to help you, and we're going to get along together the best we can. We're going to be the best people that we can. But when it comes to my art, it's a whole different story. I confess to being a fascist. Now, granted, I think that filmmaking does require a dictator, a benevolent dictator, and I tried to be a benevolent dictator. It just still wasn't at the level of control that I needed for art. I'm saying all this at the risk of sounding pretentious, but I think that risk is worth taking, and I also think that pretentious is a pretty ugly word. The point is that I had a sort of falling out with filmmaking. I left that, and over the process of a few months, I started to reevaluate what I wanted, and I realized that I did want to be an artist. I did want to create. But was there a different art form that would maybe suit me better? So I tried writing. First I tried, writing a short story, then I tried writing a novella. Finally, I tried writing a novel, just to see if I had the stamina to put that many words to paper. I found out that I did have the stamina, and that I loved it, and also that it gave me the opportunity to coddle my work in the way that I wanted to. You can sort of coddle a sentence or a paragraph in a way that you can't with a film shot, for example. So there we are. So I went to Paris for the summer. I wrote my first novel. I'm revising it now, and we get to the reason why I am starting this blog. Partly because I miss video editing, but mostly because I see vlogging as a good platform to get my word out there. Someone expressed to me, it was actually a distant cousin who is a writer. He wrote an email to me and he said, the dilemma is being famous before you're famous. And I thought that was a really good way of putting it. I saw John Green and Hank Green. I started to watch the Vlog Brothers videos, and I was inspired by them, but mostly I was inspired by the community of Nerdfighteria. I just had this feeling that maybe a lot of you have too, that the future of art and expression is going to be within these communities that are built online and elsewhere, where people from all over the world can get together and share what they do. And I started thinking, I'm willing to support anybody in Nerdfighteria who's got something to show, some form of expression, whether it's art or science, any of these things, as long as there's some merit to it. And merit comes from practice and practice and practice. It's not everything's good, not everybody's going to be good, but for the people who are, and they're part of my community, I'm going to support you, because that's what a community is. And all I'm hoping is maybe that I can get a little bit of that for myself. I don't know how all this publishing thing is going to work. I'm going into the breach when I'm done revising this book, and I hope that something can come of it. I hope that it's a good book. I guess you'll tell me that. You'll be the judge of that. But thank you for watching my video. Thank you, John Green, Hank Green, and all of Nerdfighteria for being part of this. That was the first vlog. I looked at myself again.